Hi once again. I thought it was we should probably put another lamp up from my rantings of yesterday and that. So here goes. This is a Sunday morning. Still not very warm out, but nevertheless it's dry. Here we have not a beehive lamp. This one is somewhat rarer. It's the electrodes arranged in the form of like a box or squared, interlocking squares or corners of a square. I've only ever seen 3 of these before. 2 of them, or this one and another one, I've got upstairs in the collection, and the 3rd one I saw in a junk shop somewhere, I think near Greenwich. So that gives you an idea. These are in fact quite rare, and I've never ever seen this type advertised on eBay. How much these would go for, I don't know. So here goes. Obviously same wattage as the beehive, 5 watts. Same shape, well I say same shape, the lamp shape is the same. The base is the same with the area which holds the wire wound resistor. The name, which you can have a look on the top, is still clear, because Siemens tended to use, whether they use hydrofluoric acid to etch the letters and names on the glass, I don't know, but they seem to be quite good and don't seem to rub out. So you see it's Siemens neon, made in England. So I would imagine this was probably made at their lamp factory. Where they got the caps from, I don't know, probably from a different source, because there was a lamp cap making firm, I think in Sheffield, but not too sure. But obviously the innards are totally different than the beehive. In fact, the beehive was the shape which virtually took over, and so many lamps now from this country, the continent, use that style of electrodes. But here, as you can see, they use this box type, and the metal itself is like it's got a pattern on it. Machine type of metal. Obviously Swedish iron, because that's what they used on these lamps. Connections are fairly close down there, as you can see, but they're not close enough to touch, so they work fine. That is more or less all I've got to say about this. Any comments please leave. Also I'll see how I got on with the article I put in yesterday, and hopefully I'm going to pop down to the greenhouse in a minute to have a little look at the plants. As I say, it's not too bad out. The sun's trying to come out. Is this a sign that spring is round the corner? I do hope so. Anyhow, oh yeah, by the way, this is a Sunday. I think Andy's shed is on today. He might be starting a little bit later, so be ready at 6:30 or before, so you don't miss any of his talks. They're normally quite interesting talks. They more or less can be anything now. They used to be It's strictly telephones, but he's moved off into trams and standing engines, generators and things, which are quite good. And obviously the radio station. So that is a reminder for tonight. I can assure you there's nothing else on our TV. The TV programmes of late have been terrible, really been terrible. The TV's been turned off most of the time, or I've turned on to the foreign stations, which I can get via the satellite. And although I don't understand a word they're saying, I can make a little bit of it out, but not too much. Some of those can be quite interesting, and certainly less on, I nearly used a bit of French then, less on sport, which, as you know, I absolutely detest. And the English TV, what they charge for their licence and that, which me as a poor pensioner still has to pay for the licence, which I think's a bloody cheek, but that's neither here nor there. So I will leave you now. I've had my little grumble. I like to have a little grumble. Recapping: a neon beehive type lamp made by Siemens Brothers, possibly made in Woolwich. I know Siemens had a place in Woolwich, and made 1930s, could it be 30s, 40s? Might even be later, might be the 50s. But it's a rarity to me. I've only ever seen 3 of these. 2 I've got upstairs, and the third one was in a junk shop, which I think was in... It was definitely in the London area. It was. I think it was probably Greenwich, but I'm not too sure. Anyhow, thanks again for watching. Don't know what I'm going to put up next. In fact, I might take this camera down to the greenhouse and see if anything there is happening spectacularly. I doubt it, being this time of year, but we never know. So thanks again for watching. Thank you. Any comments, please make. Thank you.